Good day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. Today I am indoors and I'm going to be opening up some new seed packets that came in the mail. I'm going to be checking out some of my seedlings that I planted. They're down in the basement. And I may even go to the Keeper's Edible Garden to do some seeding over there. So come along. Okay, so our first stop in the list of things to do is my seedlings. And oh my goodness! So I'm in zone 7A, and I did start some seedlings that are good for cool weather, like cabbage and Brussels sprouts. Lettuces are too early to plant now, but I had to get things going. So I see here, what is this? This here is Brussels sprouts, and it's Catskills, and I planted it January. I seeded it January 28th. So these are my cauliflowers. Actually, they look beautiful. Yup, this is my mess of seeds. I get the Miracle-Gro seed starting. It's not that I am loyal to it, but it is a good potting mix. It's for seed starting. I love it. It's great. It's just that it's the only one available to me nearby that I can just pick up easily. Just want to let you know that it's when you see them, just get them in quantity. They go fast. So I've learned my lesson from, I've been buying the seed starting for a little bit over 3 years now. And this year was the first year that I actually picked up the entire case I saw at the nursery. So welcome to the Keeper's House Edible Garden. This is a community garden. This is Aisha. She's one of the volunteers that I work with. I'm taking you guys along here because this is a urban community garden. And if you happen to not have the opportunity to garden in your own apartment, definitely reach out to your community gardens in the area. We can talk about that more later. It is rainy. You can see the snow is on the ground. And Aisha is just opening up the shed. We came in today because we're going to do some indoor seeding. We're gonna seed some broccoli and some flowers, some marigolds. You can see some of the stuff is still growing here. We have oregano, there's spinach in there. We do use Smart Pots, so a shout out to Smart Pots for helping us get these. They're wonderful. But look at that, even the garden looks so beautiful in the winter time. We do have some fairy lights. They're really Christmas lights, but we call them fairy lights once the holiday is over. We do have them on so that in the evening it looks very pretty in here. This is our greenhouse in there. So those seeds that you saw in my own home, they're gonna actually be donated here. And then in the back here is our compost area. So we have a bunch of tumblers. All right, we're not throwing away. We're transporting our food scraps that we collect from the community. And we put it into the big food scrap drop-off container. No plastic bags allowed. So Aisha's just holding it, and then we'll just open it up. So on a rainy day like today, I am out here in the community, and we're gonna go inside to do some seeding, indoor seeding, and then we're gonna leave them in there. Just want to show you what it looks like from the porch. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, We actually, here in New York City, we have community gardens under New York City Parks and Recreation. Green Thumb. Green Thumb is the host of all of the New York City community gardens. They have a great program. This one is called the Keeper's House Edible Garden, and it's under Neighbor Food Initiative, and it's under Montchelou Preservation Corporation. So we are indoors today. This is the office that I volunteer at. Again, I am fortunate to have this office because this allows people in the community to volunteer. And for those who don't have a garden space, this is great because a lot of people who don't have garden spaces can get together and have something like this where they can come and they can talk about gardening and they can learn from each other. There's a lot of self-teaching that happens, whether it's through the internet, which is mostly done that way, and then there's also books that we buy ourselves, and then there's also some of us that just take classes and go back to school. Like I'm actually I went back to school and I'm almost done. If you're wondering what school I am attending, it's Unity College, and I've been with them for 2 years now, and I'm finally going for my bachelor's. So, like I said, I'm almost done, so I'm grateful for having that opportunity as well. So I do have seeds, and the seeds that we are going to be doing today are the broccoli seeds. Now these seeds are not new. These seeds are from last year, so we're going to plant 2 or 3 seeds per cell plug. The cell plugs that we use come in different sizes. So these were bought online from different sources. So some of them were from Bootstrap themselves. Some of them were just local. Some of them were just Amazon. So I just bought a few and see which one worked best for some of the seeds that we have, you know. So the ones that we have are a little bigger in size. We do have the little smaller ones, and that's when we do lettuces, but in this case we're not doing lettuce, we're doing broccoli. I like these because you can add more soil, and they could stay longer inside, you know, these trays, these cell plugs. A little bit of fluff. Alright, and this is the table we're going to be working on, so you really do need space in order for you to just put your seed packets there, put your cell plugs, your sort. I usually open up the bag and just take it with my hand and just put it in. Make sure your hands are clean. We don't want anything on the hands that is going to go into the soil that's going to contaminate the seed. Alrighty, so let's put this down. I do have a bottom. No, I was talking.
Oh, okay.
I do have a bottom for the cell plugs. This one has no holes. You could tell from the last one we have this one had calabri in there. This one has no holes, so we like to water. We like to bottom water. And most of these actually fit in, so it doesn't matter like where we ordered these from, where we ordered it. Sometimes we don't order them from the same place. One of the questions that Aisha asked before was, what's the difference between seeding and the regular potting mix? And I thought it was an excellent question, which I didn't want to answer back then because I didn't have you guys on. But the seed starting potting mix is sterile. There is nothing in the potting mix for seed starting. Seeds need a very sterile environment for them to grow. The analogy that got to me, and I understood because I'm a mom, is that you don't give a toddler a piece of steak, right? So toddlers need to have food for them that are appropriate for them to grow at their stage. Same thing with seeds. Right? Isn't that a great analogy?
Yeah.
I remember that. I was like, I can get that. All right, so I'm giving you a bottom one so that when we put the soil in, it doesn't get the bottom of this table, the top of this table full of dirt. Yeah.
So these three are ready.
Yeah, so we're going to do one at a time. Because we're going to do one seed pack at a time. So the soil that's in the bag is already moist. So there are different ways of doing this. We can either put this all into a bin, and then we can moisten it. But the problem with that is that we may not use the whole bag. So that means we have to put it back in, right? Mm-hmm. So we don't want to dry out what's in here already. So being that we're so early in the season, we are going to use the moisture that's already in the bag because the soil is already moist from being inside the bag. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. So anyway, Aisha, I just want to let you know that these are my new friends. And this is Bronx Porch Homestead. And it is a channel for urbanites like ourselves, who live in apartments, who live in small space, who live in houses where, yes, it's a house, but the growing space is so small.
I've got to subscribe to them.
Yes, so it's I'm taking them along for the ride this year, and we'll see what happens.
Very nice.
Right?
Very nice.
Okay, so you're gonna take some soil. Ready to get your hands dirty?
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna take some soil.
Okay.
And just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And then just put it into the holes. Don't smash them in. Just put it into the holes, just like that. Loosely, yeah. Not too loose, but then again, not too
compacted.
Not too compacted, yeah. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna work. So yeah, so we are going to make just holes in the middle. Holes in the middle, holes in the middle. And that's before we put it in, because we can just drop it in.
Mm-hmm.
We can just drop it in.
All the way down?
No, not all the way down. You're going about a third down.
Okay.
These seeds are small. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, once the seed goes in, we're going to pack it just a little bit. Okay. So they're gonna go down even further.
All right.
That's why just go a third down. So we're going to take our seeds. I'm going to be using this whole entire pack, so I'm not worried about closing it anymore. Seeds I have are the little black seeds.
Those are the broccolis?
Yeah, you see them? The little black seeds. They are tiny. All right, guys, so we're now just pinching them in. You can take your 2 fingers and just... Don't do them too tight. Mm-hmm. Just pinch. Just do that. Cover them in.
Pinch.
Yeah. Okay, so we just finished some of the seeding. We're in a very tight spot right now. So ideally, you're outside or you're there's a sink in there. But as I said, this is an urban environment. So we have to adapt to what's available to us. There's a sink down here. I did have the light put in so I can see. This is the bottom tray, like I had mentioned. We're looking to see that there's no holes on the bottom because we are going to put it up on a shelf. Just want to let you know that, yes, I'm using a cup. It's not ideal, but it's what we've got to work with. So I have both lukewarm water. It's not really cold water. You definitely don't want hot water. However, it's lukewarm because we're in the middle of winter and it's not that warm down here. Mm-hmm. It's warm enough, but it's not that warm. So we do fill it up almost halfway. Not halfway, but almost halfway. So the water starts to absorb from the bottom. Of course, we'll be back here every day or 2 just to check on it. And then we are done with that. And then once we kind of lift it up, see, make sure there's no holes. I do say that because sometimes when you order these, they are, you know, like they come with defects. So just have to make sure. Otherwise, you're gonna have a puddle on your shelving unit. These are gonna go here. The cell packs are gonna go here, and then we already have the label, as you can see. And today's the first day of indoor seeding. Now, this is where life happens, right? So we're supposed to put a dome on this or plastic to keep the humidity in, and we will. It's just that at this very moment, I don't have that dome. It's in the shed in the garden, which I usually will get later on. And then we'll put it on. Okay, so tight space again. All right, so guys, we're gonna put this here in the middle because I'm not gonna bend down. Okay, I have the tag facing outside, and this is going to be number 1. I am not going to turn on the light because it doesn't need it. So when I put the dome in tomorrow, then I'll be able to put, you know, the dorm will lay flat on here, and then we will wait and see. Takes about 7 to 10 days. So we're going to continue to do the rest this way. Hey guys, so we're back at the house. We had a fun time seeding at the keeper's house. We're gonna open up some seeds. So this one is from Fruition Seeds. Love the packaging, and they are in Naples, New York. Oh, very nice. So it's Fruition Seeds. I like it because it's in a recyclable bag. Okay, so let's open them up. I don't have enough seeds, right? So I don't have enough seeds. Let's open these up. I love opening up seeds. Because, you know, sometimes I order them and then I forget what I ordered. So, oh, I love these. These are great. Okay, so certified organic apple trees. I like this because they actually give you a planting guide in the back, though I have mine memorized. I'm planting so many seeds, which I'm still learning. Even though I've done it 1,000 times. I do actually save my invoices, and then at the end of the year I do add them up because I'm curious to know how much I spend. Oh, these packages are beautiful. Okay, so look at that. These are gorgeous packages. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So we have, these are seeds I have not ordered yet. This is rice that could be grown in a container. This is an heirloom. I guess I have to plant these now though, because it says 100 days to maturity. So I may have to plant these now. Then we have some zinnias. These are some zinnias. These are marigold pinwheels. That's what these are. Nasturtium. I actually had nasturtium in my salad last year. Very peppery. I loved it. More nasturtium. Black cumin. So this one, awesome. Black cumin. I've never grown black cumin before, but I do use a lot of it. I do have a Cuban background. My parents are Cuban. We're Cuban. So I've been using Cumin all my life. That's nice to have. Then I have something called collared henpeck. I like that because of the leaves that are like they look like they're jagged at the end. Of course, I ordered more pole snap beans. I ordered the Scarlet Emperor. These are really nice packages. Oh, I like these. So this is exciting because these are seeds that I have not ordered before, you know. So these are new. The rice is new. This is going to be a new one for me. So thanks for joining me and opening up the seeds. We had a great day. we had a good day starting out today with looking at seedlings that came up. Then after that, we went to the keeper's house, which was awesome. And we did a little demonstration of what we do, right? And then we opened up some seeds. And now that this is over, I am going to go into my computer and go into my spreadsheet. And I'm actually going to put in the 4 trays of seeds that we planted today. And then I'm also going to update the seed tracker from the seeds that I planted in my own basement and put down that the germination was today. And then I count 5 days more, and then that's how I get my ready to harvest, depending on the average time that it takes to harvest for that particular vegetables. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, thanks for sticking around today, and I'll see you next week.